Welcome to Launch Big from A to Z. I am so excited that you have begun this journey to launch a new church or a new ministry at your church. And this is a series of videos from A to Z, each letter of the alphabet representing a different part of this launch process. So the A stands for assessment. You need to know yourself better than anyone else. Why am I teaching this? Well, I love this stuff. I'm a licensed coach with a master's degree in organizational leadership. I have been leading leaders in a myriad of different roles for the last 25 years. And one of the quickest lessons that I can give any organization is the right leader is 80% of the battle. When the organization is struggling, 80% of the time it is a leadership issue. When the organization is thriving, I will show you a fantastic leader at the helm. We like to give a lot of other reasons for why something is failing or thriving, but if we are honest, leadership is the key. Now, as you are looking to do something new, begin with your leadership. You need to know yourself better than anyone else. This is assessment. I say it that way because how many times do you watch shows, you read books, or even talk to someone as they are discovering themselves, right? One of my favorite shows is Survivor. I watch it like every week, and it's just this incredible show. And I always laugh because there's this moment in the show where someone will have this aha moment where they're saying, I've discovered myself. I finally realize who I am. And I laugh because I'm thinking, you're on a deserted island, you have people that are taking care of you, making sure you're all right, they're even giving you games and stuff to play, and that's when you discovered yourself. I laugh at it, but as we approach this year, this time of discovery and assessment, it begins with that self-discovery of who you are. Now, no, each section builds on itself. This is a jigsaw puzzle. As you add each section, the entire picture becomes clearer and clearer as we go. You need to trust this process. Each week, it's going to build to a final product that we are trying to produce. This process, each time will be about a 3-week between each session. Do not rush to the next video. As you're watching this, don't rush the video. If I give you an assignment or homework, pause the video and do it right then. Half the battle with most of this is just starting. Many times we'll put off the video until we realize that the meeting's coming the next day, right? Start right away each time so that you have plenty of time for the assignments within each section. Most of the time, the hardest part is just starting. Once you get started, you actually enjoy it. A lot of times I think of it like chess. What I'm doing is giving you those first strong moves forward, an opening session of moves, and if you follow these moves forward, you will be set up for the best advantage moving forward. Now, as the enemy attacks in different ways, it can come as a myriad of different ways. You will then have to respond to that, but these are all about those first moves to get you prepared to launch something the absolute best way. Do not get bogged down with how big the entire process is. Take each step one at a time. So let's start with assessment. I'm going to give you 4 assessments to work through right now because, again, knowing yourself better than anyone else is going to give you the best advantage. The first thing you need is a spiritual gift test. Now, in the description below, I will give you the exact website to go to. It'll also pop up on the screen. But I have taken this particular spiritual gift test many times. It's free, it's easy, it just takes you a few minutes, and it really gives you that first sort of understanding of what my spiritual gifts are. As you take this, bring those with you, or you can email me ahead of time as we are doing coaching together. And then I will look at the spiritual gifts and we'll talk through it and we'll work through it and make sure that you are set in a spiritual way as you move forward. So if you have not, pause the video and go take this spiritual gift test. That's part of this process. And then come back. The second assessment, this is an Enneagram. Now I love this. This uses a series of numbers around a whole thing. And again, it's in the description below. You can go to this website, take it. But this next assessment is really touching on the psychological part of moving forward. Knowing yourself in a psychological way. Now, I am not a licensed psychologist, so I won't be asking you about your dad issues, but try to be really honest with all the questions about yourself. It will help you really understand not only yourself, but as you do this with a team of people, you're going to understand how you each play off of each other, your personalities and how they work with each other. All of it really makes you a stronger team. So pause the video, go take that, and then bring that to our coaching session. The next assessment. This is the 360 assessment. Now, this is one of my favorite, and it's the one that a lot of people skip. Don't skip it. See, a 360 assessment is having someone who is a boss assess you, someone who is works for you assess you, a friend and a coworker, and so that gives you a 360 sort of view of yourself. And what I found is this is the most revealing assessment. The other assessments you can sort of manipulate because you kind of know where the questions are going, but when someone else is assessing you from different points of view, they say some things that are a little bit honest and sometimes surprise you. And personally, as I have got that information back, I think you're wrong, but that's what you think, and I need to take that in and understand why would they be thinking that. So a 360 assessment really gives you kind of your image that you're putting out there. So take some time. This is again why each one of these sessions you want to start right away, because this will take a little bit of time to email those out to those different people, then get the information back and be sure you have it within 3 weeks before our next coaching session. So again, every one of these videos, try and start right away. Last assessment, this is one I made up myself. It's a leadership assessment. I'm going to ask you a series of questions. Here we go. What's the most difficult conflict that you have faced as a leader? I want you to describe it, how you dealt with it, how you moved through it. Take some time with that, write it down, bring it with you. Second, describe opportunities that you've had to build and lead a team. What were those strengths that came out of you as a leader? Tell me all about that. Third, describe something that you started from scratch. Many times people have never done that, and it's really a time where you discover how good you were when nothing was given to you. You had to start from zero and it became self-sustaining as you moved it forward. Fourth, who are you currently developing as a leader? Describe the process that you're using to develop that person and moving them forward. And if possible, tell me about 3 of those. A lot of people aren't doing that, so if you only have 1, that's fine. If you don't have any, let's talk about that. All right? That's session 1. 1 down, 25 to go. Take some time with that. Do those assessments. You're going to know yourself really, really well. I can't wait to coach you. I can't wait to spend time with you. Each time we're going to grow a little bit more, and that jigsaw puzzle is going to come together, and you're going to see this beautiful picture of something that you launched. God launched it through you, and it was awesome. Next time we'll be talking about B, which is building the launch team. The first one's all about self. The next 25 as we move forward are about things you're building as you launch this new ministry, all right? So building the launch team will be next time. I'll see you then.